Alright, so I'm going to give a run through of how the data application works. So first off, to get to the place where you can download it, you're going to want to go to github.com/rainbowcaddy, which is my repository, and then you're going to do /athlete report generation with leaderboards. And yeah, so this is the project, and this is the place you'll be able to go download. So what you want to do, copy this. Let's open up an instance of Google or Chrome or whatever browser you use. Paste that in, or type it in, and that's going to take you to this athlete data app. And what you can actually do is click this code button and download zip, and that's how you're going to be able to get it. So download zip, and it might take a second. It's quite a big application. It just calls on a lot of things, so it's a little bit big. Alright, there we go. And we see here, there it is. I'm going to move this tab out of the way, we don't need that anymore. And one last time on a link, but that's going to go away. And so what you can do is just from your downloads folder, click and drag it out here. And then you might not have WinRAR, so it won't look like this, but just extract your files. Nice, and you see we have this athlete report generation with leaderboards file. If you open that up, you'll see this athlete data app. And what you're going to want to do is just go in, and then you'll see dist. So this is kind of like the build files. I wouldn't worry about that. So I would just click this dist, this distribution, and then you're going to want to click in here, athlete data application, and you'll see this executable file here, and this is what you're going to want to run. And so let's run it. Nice. So this is the application. This is the first thing that you're going to see. And the first thing you're going to be prompted to do is to select the folder. And so let's just click that. And you can go to anywhere on your PC or desktop or anywhere. But for this example, I'm going to create a new folder. And I'm going to call it test for CSVs. But it doesn't matter. You can name it anything. And that's what we're going to use for this. So I'll just enter. And so we'll select this folder. And you'll see you can't use any of the tabs yet because we don't have the data. And to get the data, we're going to need to click this button, and this is going to actually serve as two ways. So if you want to get updated data, right, so real-time data, you're going to need to do this process every time. But you can like grab everyone's data and just have it stored in a place in a folder on your computer, and that's the folder we selected here. So, but at any time you can get the most current data by clicking this, and for this example we need the current data to even run the program, so let's just click this button. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to wait and not touch your mouse or keyboard, because it's going to open up a window, an instance of Google Chrome, and perform a number of actions so that it can grab all the data files that we're going to need. So here it goes. It's going to open up VALD Hub, log in with an account that we have. And first it's going to go to this get the data for the Nord board. And it's loading quite slow. It may load quicker for y'all, but alright. So this step will definitely work better because I have to connect to the database that's in Australia. So this will be much quicker for you. This process works. Just click that button. You'll get the most recent files. For this example, I'm just going to show you that right here I have them already downloaded from where this worked. Sometimes it's relying on the database, so that step might take 1 or 2 tries also in case it doesn't load. But now we have current data, right? Imagining that stuff works because you're in Australia, and you'll be way closer to the servers than I am. So you'll see first on this profiles tab that you have the ability to search any profile in the that you guys have, coach or whatever profiles exist in there. And so I can search, like you can see, you can scroll and see all the names, right? Or also I can search. So for this example, let's just do the example that you immediately gave me. So we'll do use profile here, and you'll see as when I click use profile, it'll say that I have a selected profile up here, and in this case it's this person, but I can change it at any time. So I can change it to this person, or this person, or this person, right? And also what that does is here in this view data tab, right, I'm seeing all the data in this case for Jack, right? And I'm seeing all the data that he's ever done. And if I go back to the profile tab and I just select someone else, use profile, you see I'll see their data here, and then even yourself, right? I'll see all your data here in all these tabs, right? And the good thing about this, right, is let's go back to select this profile. The good thing about this is that you can change any of these things, right? So, you know, I know for the malnutrition thing, you need to have a height and other things. So you can input those things here. And same for these other things that are important for it. You can put them in here like this, you know what I mean? So it could be like 1:20:33 or 1:44 or something, right? And then you can click save, and that'll be in there, and that'll be actually applied to the report after. And so see, same for this triple hop data. Let's just say 5.6 because these are things that you said you have to do on your end. So 5.9, save, and then nice. We have that saved in there, and then same for any of the data. And then also you said that you wanted to be able to change the steps data here, so I added to where you can change it here, but the way that I would do it is write it somewhere else and then click edit, click this until it's all white, and then I can just back it out, right, and then type whatever I need to in there. But for this point, I'll just show you. Yeah, you can change it to anything. I can just say, you know, this is what you know, you can change it to anything, and it'll be applied there. So the next part of this is you want to select an output folder for where the report's going to be put after we generate it. So what I would do is just also create another folder for this, right? But every time you load the program, you're going to have to load in these folders or create new ones to load into. But or you can use the previous folders, and I'll show you that functionality here. So we'll just say new folder, right? For reports, there's something there. Let's just say that. And then so I can click in there, select that folder, right? So I'll show you first how this works. So I can obviously generate the report for this person. It takes about 5 or 6 seconds. And yep, as we see, I have his report now. It'll say his name as long as the date that it was generated. And if I click actually on the report here, in another tab, you can see this, wherever your tab is, it'll open this, right? It'll open the PDF, and I can look through his report, right? And see here, we're in step 1, we set it to this, right, obviously. And then we didn't set those other values, so there's 0. And then if we look down, see those triple hop values we put in, they're there now. And everything else that has to do with the report is generated. So perfect, that works. Great. And now, let's say we have a folder where we've already generated a number of reports, right? And we want to see them listed, right? Well, I already have a folder on this computer, so I'll just select it. That has a bunch of other reports in it. So if I select this for me, you see I already have. Oh, I just opened 1,000 reports. Let's close these. But yeah, now I have any report that I've ever generated is in here, and so I can click those, and you see. Good. And if there's no date, it'll just say report by it. So good, perfect. All right, now here for the leaderboards. So this leaderboards folder, right? You'll be able to download the CSV, or maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll just show. Let's just first off generate a leaderboard for hop test boys 12 to 13. Generate leaderboard. Really awesome. Works perfectly. As you see, we can have it in ascending order or descending order. So if we wanted to, like, you know, change it to where it's the lowest value here, right? We can change it to this, generate again, and then see it'll change to rank it based on the highest value, and then ascending, generate leaderboard. Perfect. And you see how we have repeats here? Well, let's say you don't want repeats, you just want like not the best test ever for each person, but you want the best, you know, in the unique way. You can like generate leaderboard, and it'll only show you the unique best for each person, right? And I can change that. It works for all 5 of these tests, right? See, Nordic body mass pool, percentage, and then it works for these ranges, right? So we can look at that. Yep. That's an impressive value. But yeah, and then we can change it to whatever. We can see who somehow got that or whatever. And perfect. And so just a few things to note. This download as CSV button will work as long as I also have an output folder selected. So you need an output folder selected, and you need a leaderboard generated. And I can click download as CSV. And what that'll do is in this saved reports tab, right? If I go on my computer to wherever saved reports is here, right? We can see that, oh wow, I have the leaderboard stored in CSV format in case you wanted to use it elsewhere from just like looking at it. It'll generate a CSV here that you can use. So, yep, it's pretty awesome. So yeah, that's how this works. This works, but for some reason, maybe if it's like the first time, it bugs out. But I'll click it one last time. So I'll just select an empty folder for now. Which one was like not working? Let's just make one. Show you one last time. So this really works. I swear it does. So yeah, you see there's no data, so it's not going to show any other tabs, just like I said. So let's just click this and wait. Be patient. Let it go through the entirety of it. And then we'll be able to see that we can actually get data. Because if we couldn't get data, then this wouldn't work at all. And it would be useless. But it loaded this time, you see? So maybe first time, it might give you some trouble. But if it gives you trouble the first time, just click it again. And it's definitely going to work. Because I have tested it 1,000 times. But yeah, but it takes its time, right? Because things have to load. So I programmed it just to make sure it always takes its time. Because I don't want it to, you know, get stuck up on loading, kind of like it did. But it's gonna work as it's working right here. And I'll just show you, you know, it's downloading, getting to the counter movements, jumps, selecting it, selecting all profiles. It's the next thing it'll do. And then it'll download the test metrics. Awesome. I think this is the last of these. and then it should grab the profiles. So yeah, just make sure you do not touch your mouse or keyboard during this, because you might cause it to click incorrectly. Yep, but once it gets completed, it's going to, in a second, close out this window. And then it takes a second to like recalibrate here. It'll say not responding just for like 5 or 10 seconds. And then boom, there we go. We're chilling. We have, yeah, this works. And there's just this like weird bug. It won't even matter because it only happens if you like try to grab new data in an instance, but this like you'll start to see another search bar down here, but just don't use that. That's like the only bug of this. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. Bye.